Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, are you worried about retirement? Are you want to be one of that part of the FIRE movement? Some of you don't know what I'm going to be talking about, but are you an investor or an entrepreneur? We're going to talk about it tonight, and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank you for being here on the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And if you're new here, you don't know, but members only chat tonight. Everybody else can watch. So I want to welcome you once again. And please, I'm going to say it early tonight. Smash the like button. And that's so the YouTube algorithm knows we're here and knows there's people watching the live stream. And who's here to talk about it? Again, I'll reiterate. Are you worried about retirement? But you want that FIRE, F-I-R-E. That means you have to be an investor or an entrepreneur, or you're an employee and you have a nice income coming in so you can retire early. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's here in the house so far. Auntie Val is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, Auntie Val. She says, good evening, fam. Good evening to you, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make this pretty simple because a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about with regard to FIRE. And I'm going to go to Investopedia. That's one of my favorite places to go. So let me pull that up on the screen for you. So therefore, we'll all be on the same page. And of course, we're going to have to figure out what to do about this, right? How are you going to retire early? Well, it's pretty simple. And I only mean it's simple by saying it's simple. It's easier said than done. That's what I mean by that. Now, somebody came out with the book earlier on, but just so you get the acronyms, financial independence, retire early. That's what this FIRE is all about. Financial independence, retire early. Now, you have to understand, in order to retire early, that means you have to have money socked away early. So one of the key takeaways, or a few of the key takeaways, is almost impossible. All right? If you have a job, and then I'll go over it real quickly, is a financial movement defined by frugality and extreme savings and investment. Now look, by saving up to 70% of annual income, that means you live off of 30%. FIRE proponents aim to retire early and live off small withdrawals from their accumulated funds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can start doing mathematics. So I don't know how many people is going to be watching this. I'm sure there's going to be a few. But I don't know too many people that can just take 70% of what they receive from their job, profits, or anything, and take that off the table and live off the rest, 30%. If you can, that means you're doing financial literacy properly. But in this day and age, when you don't know that things are going to cost 10%, 20%, 30% more, 2 years from now or 5 years from now, it's hard to do that because 5 years from now, things cost more. So what you used to be able to save at 70%, now you're going to have to make more money or have extra streams of income coming in. So let's talk about this It's from a book from 1992, just so everybody can understand. So this is not something new, all right? Because it's the internet, people have stole it. It's nothing new, ladies and gentlemen, all right? This has been talked about a long time, but what people realized over the course of the 90s was that 20 years from now, you don't know what the interest rates are going to be. You don't know what inflation is going to be. You don't know how much a house is going to cost. And if you decided to move, you don't know how much health care is going to cost. If you get sick, if it'll be covered, you don't know any of this. So therefore, what you're saving already, you can only guess what's going to happen. So therefore, we're going to get into the SSN Nation discussion about this tonight. All right. Victor Marrero's also in the house. He's here with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Members only chat. Everybody else, welcome. You can watch. Hello all. Let's do this is his tagline. He's in the house. Thank you so much. Everyone needs to know their fire number. There we go. Victor Marrero has already mentioned it. The fire number. That's what we're talking about here. That's 70%. Who can hold 70% off to the sidelines from every paycheck? That person right there is living frugally. In fact, he'd be doing the Ramsey way, quite frankly. All right, let's talk about that. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, is here. He has the icon next to his name in the chat room naturally. Thank you for that support. Hey, everyone, SSN fam, thank you for being here. Mr. Financial's in the house. Unless you have a six-figure salary and can afford 60% or more to invest, you can't achieve fire by the age of 40. It's mathematically impossible. Marrero, you're taking the words out of my mouth early. That's what I wanted to bring to people. But see, now you're turning into Mr. Cold Hard Facts. That's what I wanted to illustrate to people, because all this hoopla about fire, that is the requirement. If you're only making like 80,000, 40,000 a year, you can't even pay. Rent's going to be more than $20,000 a year these days. Mortgage is going to be 20 grand a year. So you're going to have to make, in order to meet that criteria of 70%, you would have to make 100K. All I'm saying, I mean, this is getting kind of ridiculous what they put people through, stressing, thinking, I got to do all this stuff. Well, you don't. But there's a way we can get around it, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. He used the 60% number instead of the 70. So don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over. You can still do it, because if you get to live 20, 30, 40 years after you're 18 years old, but let's face facts. If you're 18 years old and you work for 30 years, 40 years, you are going to be 60 anyhow. So trying to retire in half the time means you have to make, like Marrero's saying, let's get real, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to be in the six figures. That's the people that can talk and spout fire, because they've been making 120, 150, 175 every year for the last 10 to 15 years. Therefore, they could save the necessary money, because look at it this way, 10 years, $50,000 a year. That's not even 70% of 150. That's more like 50%. Not even 40% of 150. Think about it. 50,000 for 10 years, 500,000. Even if you got 8% return on investment, 10 years is still nice. You're at 750, 800K. It wouldn't be that hard, but who can save 50 grand a year at a job? You would have to be making 150. So let's get real. All right. So that is the first criteria that you're going to need. So some people are sitting here going, hey, Eric, you know what people make? 50% of the population in the United States doesn't even make over 50 grand. So how are we going to save 50 grand a year for 20 years, which would be $1 million, by the way? How are we going to do that? Well, there's only one way. We have solutions. We've been talking about solutions for 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. There's 6 levels. Financial stability. Oh, he's going to bring the hierarchy, Mr. Financial coming in with that hierarchy tree. You got that right. You always have to have the hierarchy. You have to be able to take care of yourself. You have to be able to feed yourself. You have to have a roof over your head. So these are some of the hierarchies you need before you can even start thinking about putting money away for 30 years later or 20 years later, right? So, and usually I went over this in the last live stream. Your peak earning years are between your late 20s, and it used to be like 30. The peak earning years used to be 34 to 53, 54, something like that. Now it's a little bit lower because of there's ways that you can make money without having to stand in line, as I call it. Sign up, right? Meaning, a lot of people who have been born in the last 20, 25 years, they've been very lucky because prior to that time, you would have to get a job. You're the new person that just got the job. You're low man on the totem pole. And then you have to wait for either somebody to take a promotion, somebody to get fired, or somebody to just leave the company in order for movement to happen, because then only somebody could move up. So it wasn't like you were going to be 25, 28 years old and sitting there being in upper management and making the 170, 180 grand a year or whatever. You were just going to have to sit back and relax. But because of the internet, you get to bypass all that because you now can start a business on your own, whether it's online, whether it's home-based business or anything like that. So again, those are the kind of things that you get to take advantage of right now. And you can do FIRE right now because you could actually have a job, still have extra streams of income, use the profits from your extra stream of income and just invest it. So you can cheat. That's the cheat code a little bit, right? Lots of love. Come to realization. People in FIRE movement work at Google or Facebook and no kids. Exactly. That's exactly right. Because people have no idea how much children cost. They're highly expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, I have, as you know, I have children, but they're not children anymore. And so I went down to get my grandson. I'm thinking, okay, I'll go down and get some diapers and some clothes and things like that. I couldn't believe, I was shocked at the prices. I was shocked. The prices are like 5 times as much as when my daughters were babies and small. At least 5 times the cost. I was just like, this can't be right. I'm looking at is this for the, the 100 pack or something? The 150 pack? Where's that pack at that's costing all this money? I was like, this is insanity. Clothes. I was like, this stuff that used to be $2, $3 is now 10, 15, 20. I was like, holy smokes. This just gets to show you 20 years later, 25 years later, prices escalate so much that when you retire, you can't count on prices to be the same as right now. You have to adjust and figure out, okay, I'm going to save $1 million. But then if you live another 30, 40 years, that's not going to be enough. Not even close. Unless, of course, you live in a place that basically you're never going to move because everything's going to cost more. So those are the things you have to deal with. All right, lots of love. That includes lawyers, doctors, people who got a degree, who decided FIRE better than working 50 years. We got options in 2020, day trading, Bitcoin, Airbnb. That's right. The options are here, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we're doing. Down below in the description. First things first, I talked about streams of income. We talk about starting a business, home-based business. How many of you saw the new promo for SSN Lifestyle? Right now, because this is called SSN Nation, SSN Lifestyle is a separate company. SSN Lifestyle LLC. It's different than Stop Struggling Now, but it's because it has the SSN in the name. Everybody here gets to know about it first. Coming out in 2 days, the video and all that. And I'm making videos for SSN Lifestyle YouTube channel. Now everybody's going to find out about it. So right now, you can still sign up at the prices that they are right now. In fact, prices aren't going to change for the regular memberships. They're still going to be $149, $349, and the new membership $599, because everybody might say, why is there a $599? It's because the Founders Club membership, it only has 15 exclusive spots available. And once we have the 15, then there will be no Founders Club membership, and only those 15 people will have it. So therefore, the highest membership will be $599, and still nobody's membership can surpass the Founders Club membership. That's it. Even the $599 membership will not equal the Founders Club membership. So that's a special category all unto itself. So therefore, I suggest you go down below. First of all, think of home-based business. Opus Virtual Office, if you need it, it has its own. They answer the phone in your company name. They transfer the call to you. You have a commercial address, which banks, lenders, and people like that like to see. Although a lot of people still run from their residential address. But again, for security's sake, I suggest you never use your residential address for business purposes, just in security's sake alone. That in itself is not a good thing. So then the other thing, business fax number, business mailing address, everything can go to your Opus Virtual Office, and they're literally all over the world. All right. And $99 a month for that service, $1,200 a year. And it's a write-off for your business. All right. So get started, ladies and gentlemen. Down below is the SSN Lifestyle membership, in case people want to know. In fact, anybody that saw the trailer, let me know if you saw the trailer. And this time I included the voiceover. It wasn't just music this time. So let me know what you guys think about it. However, it's possible to achieve fire by the age of 55 only if you start in your early 20s. But again, you have to have a strict budget. Forget luxury. Exactly. In fact, I actually have a friend that did retire at 57. I think 57. The only reason it happened, I'm not going to say where they worked at, but the only reason it happened is because they worked for a bottling company straight out of high school. So from 18 to 57. So what is that? That's 40 years still. Worked 40 years at the same company. 39, 38, I guess, whatever. So 38 years for a bottling company. But see, here's the thing. The bottling company didn't start people. You're not getting paid in today's money. You're not getting paid $8 an hour. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's just say in today's money, starting in at 18, you're at 20 an hour. That's about the equivalent of today's money. So at that number, being 18 years old, and then 19, getting a little raise at 22, 23, then, and then by the time 20 years go by, you're making like $45 an hour, $50 an hour. But even then, 30 some years, almost 40, and they were able to save somewhere like 1.2 mil. That was with sharing, meaning investments. Like a lot of you who have a job, W-2, that means your company matches your investment into the 401k. Money went into the 401k, and literally that was it. Because I talked to, in fact, I have two people that both retired, 157, 58. Anyhow, both 401k. As far as I know, no stocks. Because whenever I told them like 20 years ago, hey, you guys putting money in stocks, buy some Apple, whatever. Stocks, what do you mean? I'm putting it in my 401k. So they did it almost the, what do you call, kind of way is the conservative way. And 38 years. To me, 38 years is a long time. However, it's possible to achieve fire by 55, but again, you have to be strict. Exactly. That's how fire works. You have to be strict. You have to be frugal. You're not out here flossing. You're not out here running around buying $100,000 cars, $80,000 cars all the time, right? Some levels: financial security, financial vitality, financial independence, financial freedom, and absolute financial. That's it, absolute financial. That's it, exactly. It has to be that way, ladies and gentlemen. And down below, financials. Let's talk about it. You know, we've always said credit is an asset, stocks are an asset. Down below, get your free stocks from Robinhood. Crypto could be an asset. 12 years old, we'll find out. But get your free $10 from Coinbase and Robinhood down below the video. Get in the description. And 21 minutes in, please smash the like button again. So we're going to keep going with smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Internet 2.0 versus Internet 1.0, night and day. We are living in the best times in 2021. That's it, exactly. I would focus more on cash flow and not so much on fire. With the right assets that produce passive income, you can live the fire life, but even this takes time to build. Exactly, Marrero. That's why Stop Struggling Now and what I've talked about for 3 years is exactly that. Because without producing the passive income or extra streams of income, you can't get there by the time you're 60. Not in this environment, because there's too much of a fluctuation on what's going to happen in the future. I'm pretty sure right now, most people aren't thinking that in 2023, that, let's call it the price of milk is, let's say, $6 a gallon right now. I don't know what it is. I'll get into the health situation with the milk and why I don't know. But anyhow, there's nothing wrong. I'm not lactose intolerant. But anyhow, it's $6 right now for milk. But in 2 years, it could be $12. We've already seen what's happening in rent. In fact, Victor Marrero, who lives in Orlando area, already had said what the prices are. And I've told you guys, even in Cali, prices where people used to rent for $2,000 is now $4,000. Where people used to rent for $3,000, $3,500 is now $7,000. This is all in the last 2 years, the difference in pricing. Right now in Fort Myers, a place that's $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 is now all of a sudden $1,800, $1,900, $2,000 to new renters. And this is in Florida. This is crazy what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to be able to escape. But luckily, this is 2021. We have the internet. Everybody's getting a little more financial literate. Now you have ways of making those extra streams of income. You really want to lock in right now. I've been talking about it all year long. 2021, get as many assets as you can, whether that's starting you a podcast, whether that's starting you a YouTube channel. Well, that's starting you anything at all that has to do with the internet. Instagram, I don't care, Snapchat. Get some property, unstoppable domains. Get a domain name that you pay one time. These are the kind of things that you have to do right now, and then expand on top of them if you can. Just like what you see, Stop Struggling Now. So over my shoulder, t-shirts, right? Those are the things. It's minor, hats, t-shirts. Then you have links down below in the description, which is referral links. So you have these little streams of income coming in. All right. So that's what you need. Kids, Pampers, milk, clothes, schooling, housing, right neighborhood, family vacation, price have 2 times. That's exactly right. And that's why you need, this is a 2-person household now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't kid yourself. One person trying to pay $1,800 a month. That in itself is $24,000 a year almost. That doesn't even include anything else. So you're paying half. If you made $60,000 a year, you have problems with that type of number. And if housing prices go up like they could, and every house around is 800 grand, 700 grand, 1.5. In some parts of this country, it is that much. In California, New York, New Jersey, some suburbs in the DMZ zone, or DMV zone, over in Virginia, DC area, we're talking properties are off the charts. $1.5 million, $1 million for little 600 square foot, 800 square foot apartments. This is insane. So there's going to be such a thing as money's going to run out for some people. And we're not going to have that here on our watch, ladies and gentlemen, in SSN Nation. That's why we talked about you can do liquidations like Miss Learn and Earn, like Joshua Felder, who has told us about those before. What I mean is go to liquidation.com where you buy pallets and then sell items on Marketplace and Craigslist and eBay and Amazon. You have to generate revenue, ladies and gentlemen. Any means necessary, as long as it's legal. Illegal, you better watch your ass, because the United States government, they're starting to be like a communist country. If you're doing illegal activity, laundering monies, before money was flowing, they didn't care. Now that they've printed all this money and they're going to be 30 trillion in debt here shortly. Now they're scrambling around going, okay, we're going to have to start paying attention to tax money, people's bank accounts, where all this money's going, because we're losing trillions of dollars of unpaid taxes every year just because we're just willy-nilly don't care. Well, they care now, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just telling you, you don't want to get caught up, because that's all they're trying to do. That's why they did the PPP, to screw some people. Thought they were taking advantage. You thought wrong, because the government said, okay, that's interesting. Now we're locking people up. You know there's money in locking people up, right? To understand what's going on around here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's talk about this FIRE movement. Beans and rice, lastly, or the van life. Hey, we're all moving to that right now. The middle class is getting wiped out as I'm speaking in 2021. It already started in 2020, 2019. It escalated in 2020 to 2021. You're getting wiped out. Middle class. Here's middle class. 50K, 60K, 70K, 80K. That's middle class. Now, okay, you guys don't fool yourself, all right? Moses Tillman's in the house with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he has his tagline in tow. Good evening, SSN fam. Let's get it. That's right, Moses Tillman. We trying to get it. And oh yeah, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, bring your pen, pad, and paper. And by the other way, I want to say something about Mr. Financial. He's been talking about a firm, AFFM stock symbol. Let's get into that too. You got to be an investor. You got to be an entrepreneur if you want FIRE early. But don't stress, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you have streams of income coming in, you can hold on the FIRE, because when you have the streams of income coming in, you're still able to do what you want, where you want, how you want. So is that not retirement? To me, it is, because I don't care how old you get. Even if you're 60, 65 years old, you're not going to sit your butt down. Even if you're 70, you're not going to sit down. Even if you are retired, you're not going to sit at home every day. You're going to still want to go out and do something, right? So that's something that we're going to have to talk about. And I lost my train of thought what I was going to talk about. But it's all right. I'm sorry, but 1 million is not enough for retirement. It's just the start. Auntie Val, exactly. That's exactly what it is. 1 million is not going to cut it for retirement. So there's two ways you can go about it. Like I said before, either you can sit here right now from the time you're whatever, 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, whatever, save until the cows come home, and then still only end up with about 1 million, because the mathematical numbers don't make any sense. Look, even if you save $50,000 a year, it's going to take you 20 years. But in order to save $50,000 a year, how much are you going to have to make? And usually when you're 18, 19, 20, 25, you're not making $150,000 a year. All right. That's the large majority of people at 25. They're not making that. So therefore, if you're at 25 and you take 20 years, that's 45. If you're at 30 and take 20 years, that's 50. So you see where I'm going with this. So the odds of you being able to save $4,250 per month is pretty slim starting out at 18, 19, 20 years old, even 25, right? Even 30, even 35. So you have to be in a certain tax bracket, like Marrero brought up early on. So you have to understand what you're working with here. So now on the other side of the coin, you saved a million. You're 60 years old. You can't go rest on your laurels. People in 2015 who retired and had $1 million, they were like, I'm resting on my laurels. I'm good. Little did they know that either they're going to have to live in that same house, or if they move out of that house, right now rents are in the thousands. They never figured they were going to, for rental wise, they never figured they're going to pay 30, 40 grand, 50 grand a year for rent. Mortgage wise, if you get a new mortgage, the way prices are escalating, depending on what city or state you live in, you could have bought a house in 2015 for 200 grand. And all of a sudden it's 600, 700 grand. So you sell your house, sure, you get that profit, but now where are you going to live? It's going to cost you the same, or you're going to have to move to one of the southern states or up in the middle of the Midwest, in the middle of nowhere, where you can still find cheap enough property. But do you want to live in those locations when you're retired? That's the question, right? So that's why even a mill's not going to be any good. And even if a mill was good, you still aren't going to be sitting at the house twiddling your thumbs. You still want to go places. You still want to do something for the next or 30, 40 years. Because I contend this right here. I'm telling you guys right now, this is not 1930, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. People used to live and die by the time they're 60, work for 40 years, then die when they're 63 or 65, 68, 69. The new era from about 1980s on, working out, fitness, eating healthier, and watching your diets and watching your calories and things of that nature is a thing. Now you're going to have more people living to be 80, 85, 90, and being able to get around and do what they want. Our financial system wasn't built on that because we have a Ponzi scheme. You need millions of people working under the retirement age, which now is 67, under that to be putting in to the retirement funds or pension funds or hedge funds, any way that can generate revenue for people that are elderly or over 67 or retired, right? And there are some people who retired at 60 right now who are now 90, 95, 100. And those pensions, they're paying these people based on the cost of living increase, right? So now these guys were getting 25, 30 years ago, $3,000 a month. Now it's $9,000 a month or $8,000 a month because the cost of living increase was going 3%, 4% a year. Who's paying that? They didn't make that money. They're getting paid more than when they actually work their job. So that means the Ponzi scheme, somebody has to be putting in that money into the federal government. So you guys can see where this is going, right? So this FIRE thing, like I said, it's always been FIRE, but not because of the acronyms that they're using. The FIRE has always been, you better put a fire underneath your ass to get moving, to get extra streams of income coming in, and it's still going to get harder because you're going to be cut off. What I mean by that, cut off, you're going to have, look, think about this. Amazon came out, eBay came out, Airbnb came out, Uber came out. There comes a time horizon. When these companies first start, they only have, 50,000, then 100,000, then 500,000. Then all of a sudden, it starts rising. Next thing you know, there's 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million people. Competition now comes into play. So now instead of these guys who used to make $10,000 a month, it starts shrinking because it's being shared amongst your competition. So what do? I start selling an Amazon FBA course. I don't want to be in the competition anymore. I'm just saying, I don't actually sell an Amazon FBA course, but I'm just saying this is why you found all of a sudden 3, 4, 5 years back, FBA course. I'll sell it. I'll make it. I'll do it for you courses. Give me 30, 40 grand. That's why all that came about, because there's all of a sudden 100 million people doing it all over the world. Now it's a race to the bottom because now we have to reduce our prices and take less of a profit to sell more. Why would I want to do that? I'll just teach it and let people pay me some ungodly amount of money. And by the way, we have a free Amazon FBA course, courtesy of David Quintieri. And I don't have it down below, but I'm going to put a link down below in the description. I'm doing it right now. And here, I'll put a link in the chat room. It's here, I'll tell you what it is. Amazon, the Amazon GPS.com. All right. So hold on. I'm going to put it. It's going to be about 2 minutes before it populates down below. And here's the free Amazon. In case somebody still wants to do it, there's the free Amazon FBA course. All right. And I'll put it in the chat room so then people can say they got some love that way. But what I'm trying to illustrate here is when eBay came out, all these Craigslist and all that came out, there was a window where the price that you could charge, the profits you could make were optimal. Once you got millions and millions of people in there, then everything changes, right? Just like Facebook Marketplace when that came out. It was beautiful. Just like what was those other apps that came out, Let Go and OfferUp, they eventually had to merge. You knew that was going to happen sooner or later because now they were just basically the 20 million here, 20 million there. They're using both platforms anyhow. You're eventually going to run out of people selling. So it was a natural move to merge. So keep those things in mind. So that's why you can't game plan for you're 40 years old and going, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I have this X amount of dollars when I'm 67 or 70. You can't game plan. Not for that, but you can game plan in a different way. You can game plan by having streams of revenue coming in. And that's why we've been talking about the pre-construction right now. You guys understand that, right? That's why we've been talking about things that can have revenues coming in until you die. That's what you want. If you can't start a company that's going to have stocks and shares being sold on Wall Street, which is the retirement of the wealthy, where they can always go in and dip because they have unlimited amount of shares, they can always borrow against their shares or just sell their shares later because as you get older, the tax implications are less. All right. So keep these things in mind. So that's why you want to put yourself the same way that a wealthy person does. You want to be a top 1%er. Close to it. If you can't get there, at least be close enough to it so you have revenue coming in. And then you can say, okay, I didn't do the fire, but I still have revenue coming in. So I'm doing the fire. You're doing it anyhow. All right. Let's face facts. All right. Hopefully you guys understand. But I like this right here by Auntie Val. She hit it right on the head. Right on the head. That's exactly right. Yeah. Only people I know retire early, military. That's correct. But the people retire super early. I bought stocks like Facebook or Apple and COVID went down. They said, I'm done, not going back. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's it. They invested. Unless you win the lottery or start a successful business, your best ally to build wealth is investment consistency. More importantly, time. That's exactly right. I posted up a meme today talking about time because that's what wealthy is. If you get more time, the only way you can get more time is that you had been investing all this time. You're creating time by doing what you need to do now or tomorrow or next week or next month. That's where you get your time extension. You don't get more time by doing the same thing that you're doing right now. You get more time when you're bringing in more money that's going to still continue to come in down the road. That's what you have to remember. And be consistent on your investments. Well said, Marrero. Sadly, the inflation hurts young people and retired people on fixed SS income. The Fed said it's 2%. Yeah, I saw Clown Powell today. I couldn't believe what he was doing. He was manipulating the markets. It was a laughable event. I was sitting there going, I don't believe this guy. He's going using words like taper. We're going to taper. I'm like, dude, American citizens, here's what the Federal Reserve means by taper. That means they are going to buy less of the debt. They're tapering down. That's all that means. They're actually out here buying up the debt from these companies that should be out of business. And that's why the stock market and everything else hasn't went kaput, because they're out here buying up the stuff using words like taper. Man, I almost was like, come on. That's because ordinary citizens, when they hear taper, that sounds so minuscule. It's like, oh, we'll just taper it off a little bit. No, ladies and gentlemen, they're bailing out companies. They're buying debt that's not going to be paid back, and you're going to be left holding the bag. You're paying your taxes on this nonsense. That's what the taper is. Then he used some other words. He started using this word. Oh, well, sometime at the end of the year, we might do some liftoff, but it'll be after we finish tapering. I'm like, yeah, after you finish buying up some other debt and bailing out some other companies. I'm just like, this is insane. So instead of saying bailing out other companies, buying up debt, we're tapering. And instead of saying inflation, they're using the word liftoff now, because consumers know what inflation is, and they know what buying up debt is and bailing out companies. They know what that is. But when you use taper and liftoff, people are like, oh, okay, no biggie. Yeah, like I said, when they come down at the end of December, at the end of this year, they're going to do they're going to start doing raising the interest rates. These clowns. Meanwhile, they're buying up stocks. The Federal Reserve chairman and board members, sadly, 2%. Yeah, Eric, they're retired people saying RV life, who spot work and take care of grandchild. This world is trouble. That's it exactly. You can't take care of grandkids anymore. There's no longer, hey, here's $5, $10. You can. They're gonna be like, what? And food cost? Try to have 2 or 3 grandkids staying over for a week, and they're like under 12 or under 17, under 18. Yeah, that food cost. One bag of groceries now is damn near $100. Let alone if you had 3 grandchildren there for a week. I can only imagine what that bill would be. Yeah, well, that speaking of that, Curtis Davis, that RV life, see, that's the thing. RV life, van life, mobile home life, all that life. That used to be some sort of a cheaper way to do what you need to do. There's no way out. The RVs are going to cost you more. The gas is going to cost you more. The RV campgrounds are going to cost more. Maintenance is going to cost more. So what originally was going to be like down in Texas, I'm out in Comanche, Texas. They have like 40-foot RVs for like 20, 30 grand. Cheap as hell. But then you start looking at, okay, how much is gas? What's that going to be? You don't know what gas is going to be. 5 years from now, what if gas is $8 a gallon? Seriously. And your RV gets 15 miles per gallon. You're not going too far fast. So I'm just saying, $400 or $500 filling up, that's crazy. All right. Good evening, boss and SSN fam. Assets are key for retirees. That's right. Vanessa Kama Gates here with the icon, of course. Thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where everybody can watch, but it's members only chat. And once again, 20 more minutes. And now I have to say, smash the like button. You guys might notice I keep saying smash that like button. Well, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel because we have more coming. In fact, I got to do something right now that I'm thinking about it. There's a project that I talked about on Monday Night Live. There was there were 6 one-bedroom units. It was called Kana Cove. One bedroom, $159,000. There was 6 units on Monday. There's 1 unit right now left. Can you believe that? At even 159, knowing that you can go get a ConoRock 1 bedroom for less than that, which is, this is a 1 bedroom too, but you can go get one at ConoRock. As far as I know, this property doesn't have a restaurant. This project doesn't have a restaurant on it. So my thing is, wow, 159, 6 sold, 5 out of the 6 are sold, 1 left. And here's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen, while everybody was sleeping all year, apparently, here we go again. Get this, 20% down, which means you're at $32,000, 60% during delivery, and delivery is going to be in 2.5 years, roughly 30 payments. 60% of 160, that's like 100, what is that, 108,000? And you only have 30 payments, that's almost $3,000. That is $3,000 a month. You're going to be paying like $3,500 a month. That's insanity. And they still sold 5 of the 6 units from Monday, even at a higher price than you can get at ConoRock. And it's not even, it's in a good location if you consider concert venue. In my opinion, though, outside of the concert, it is not the ideal location. You'd rather be interior on the golf course where it's, well, you hear people golfing, the swatting of balls, I guess, and chit-chat and golf carts during the day. But your interior, you're kind of like nice and quiet area. The other one is on the way in to the Hard Rock Hotel. The reason why I'm looking at my phone is I'm trying to see if I can load this up so I can show you on the screen. That's why I'm looking on my phone. I'm trying, I got to, I know what it is. Okay. I'm going to load this up for you guys in a second, and then we'll show it on the screen because I have the brochure. You guys know how these guys give me the brochure. Luckily, again, I have a brochure, and I can pop it up. In fact, I'm going to do this. Please be patient. And again, subscribe to the channel and let me know, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get into some of these comments. Let me see if anybody else. Yes, 1 million in 2021. They will need 3 million in 2030 to keep same lifestyle. Exactly. Exactly. In 9 years, you best believe, due to inflation, you're going to need at least 2 times 1 million. You're going to probably need like 3 million, because there's just no way around it. You can't escape, ladies and gentlemen. The old retirement model does not match the new retirement cost of nonlinear cost. That's right. Almost hyperinflation like. That's what I'm looking forward to. Hyperinflation, ladies and gentlemen. Fact is, it's a Ponzi scheme. Crazy. That's exactly right, Vanessa Comagate. It's all a Ponzi scheme. That's the whole point. That's why they have to keep printing money. And now you're running out of bodies. That's the real deal. The federal government does not have enough bodies to put into the tax. They don't have enough bodies to put in to pay people retirement. You don't have enough bodies because there's not enough jobs. There will never be 250 to 300 million jobs that pay $25, $30 an hour in America. It will never be that way. So if you don't have that, then that means you can't keep the Ponzi scheme going. This is why, if you don't know history, it's pretty serious. This is why World War II helped America, because now you had factories. Then you had manufacturing, and now you had the Industrial Revolution kicking in overdrive. So for 20 years, from let's call it 1950 to 1970, No problem. Union jobs, everybody gets paid nicely. The equivalent of today's number would be like 35 an hour, 40 an hour. One person could work. It's all lovely. I'm using today's numbers, 35, 40 an hour. Nobody has a problem because there's plenty of people that need these items and there's plenty of jobs. But as jobs shrink, now you have problems where now you also have a problem where some people don't make as much as they used to. And then it turns into two people need to work to make the same amount of money because the employers had to reduce their wages. See, this is where we're going. It's been going that way. This is nothing new. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hate to be bearer of bad news, but we're doing something about it, right? The police department, fire department. Oh, yeah, the teacher pension funds will bankrupt each state because the payout. Exactly. It's exponential cash flows in the next 5 to 10 years. That's it exactly. That's the next thing that's about to blow up. There is no way it can be held up. It's a Ponzi scheme. You don't have enough workers to keep putting into the pension funds. And you're not going to have enough people investing in the pension fund either. All the way around. Bad news. All right. Let's see. I've skipped something, I see. Here we are. In 2020 and beyond, everyone must reinvent selves. That's right. The gig economy, online business, Airbnb, Amazon store, exactly. You have to figure out where you can grab little bits and pieces. Some people get to be ahead because, quite frankly, I keep saying it. There is an environment that will not change. The environment that will not change is people will need a place to stay and people will go on vacation. Now, just because a person who makes $60,000 a year can't go on vacation that often, that has nothing to do with it. Because once you realize there are still 48 million millionaires in the United States, that's still a lot of millions of people. Come on, right? That's still a lot of people that's going to be traveling, going around, and millionaires aren't what you think, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're new here, let me break this down to you. The average house that a millionaire owns is $400,000. That's right. Not what you're seeing on Instagram and all this Facebook and all that crap. That's right. $400,000. And no, a millionaire does not own a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 car. They usually own something that's around 60, 70K or less. That's right. So right in your neighborhood right now, millionaires live, but you don't know it. So now you understand what you should be looking like. All right. Just so you know, lots of love. I'm buying up the stocks like Nvidia, Apple, AMD, Upstart, Affirm, Lucid while they are low. The new 3.5 trillion budget will explode the taxes. That's exactly right. The taxes are already in stone. That is not going to be unavoidable. That's what you need your fire for right now, ladies and gentlemen. You have to start figuring out where you can get money from to save and invest because you're not going to be able to outpace inflation. So that's why I'm talking about this retirement tonight. Imagine what's going to happen if you retire 10, 15 years from now. Holy smokes, if you think things are expensive now, woo, I can only imagine because we've never done anything like this in American history other than in the 1920s. Printed not the same amount of money, but printed like we printed. Done everything, tax cut, tax breaks, all of that is the same playbook from the 1920s that caused the Great Depression. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. And the Federal Reserve, we're using this taper nonsense and lift off nonsense, trying to like skirt the issue and not tell people, yeah, that means inflation is going to have to kick in, and telling people 2% inflation. Everybody's been to the stores. You know it is no 2%. There is no way in hell you bought something for $100 last year and it's only $102 this year. Give me a break. They think people are nincompoops out here, man. This is craziness. They're slapping the face. That's right. But this is what you should be doing, figuring out what we talk about here, the future. Satellites, cell phones, chips. Loans are going to be used dramatically. So Affirm, Upstart, these are companies you have to consider investing in. I don't care what their stock prices are right now, but you got to get in on these right now. NVIDIA, Apple, some of the chip stocks we've talked about, TSMC, TSEM. We can keep going on and on. All right. Tiffany Young is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, everyone. Tiffany Young, I forgot to ask you. I keep forgetting. Remind me, when you got the unit at the Wave, was the one bedroom, was it a studio at $61,999 or was that a one bedroom at $61,999? Like I said, if you want real estate in Punta Cana, things are buying, the projects are being bought so fast, it's making my head spin. Soon as projects come out, people are just buying. And the reason why, it's not USA citizens, it's people like Russians, the people from Spain, the people from France, the people from UK. They all know in those countries, a condo, a simple little condo, 500 square feet in those countries costs like damn near $1 million. That's where they're at, because they're the ones that started this negative printing nonsense, negative interest rates. That meant the rich could buy whatever they want without having to pay any interest at all. Meanwhile, the OCs got screwed, which is our middle class. They can't live in the cities anymore. All the properties cost millions of dollars. So they can't live there. They have to live out in the countryside. And even then, it's expensive. And so when they see things like, wait, what do you mean this condo's 150 grand? And you want 60,000 or 60% during construction? No problem, because we can't even buy anything like that over here for less than $1 million. You see what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? So people all over the world, especially in Europe, they're sitting there looking at this like it's a gold mine. They're like, wait, I can get a 2,000 square foot villa for 200 grand? Where do I sign up? And the weather's better than Europe anyhow. Who wants to sit out in the cold all damn near 6-7 months a year? Come on now. Vanessa Comagate, Tiffany Young. Hey, Tiff. Yeah, Tiffany Young, please let me know what size unit that was at 61.9 at the Wave. Curtis Davis, hey there, CD. Vanessa and Curtis, everybody's showing the love, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we have around here. Make sure you have your pen, pad, and pencil ready, because you never know what gems are going to be dropped, whether it's by me or in the chat room by the members here. FYI, I'm getting my node tomorrow. Right on, Vanessa Comagate. Hopefully, right on. Welcome to the party. Doing the damn thing. Everybody's in that node thing, especially after the crypto went down. People were sitting there like, oh my God, is crypto going to crash like it did in 2017? People in Strong, I was like, oh man, let Strong go down to 300. That would have been interesting, but it did not. All right, but congratulations. Great news, sis. That's right. Congratulations. Vanessa, I'm jealous. I'm joking. I still have not and don't feel like I have enough time in the day to figure it out. I keep saying I'm going to figure it out. Tiffany Young, yes, exactly. Auntie Val, thanks so much. That's right. In case anybody wants to know, speaking of retirement, right now there's a situation where there's something called Strong Block. It's a crypto, and it's Strong is their name. And if you buy 10 coins, you can then get a node from Strong Block, and they're paying 1/10 of the Strong coin price every day. 1/10. The coin price is around $500. It dropped to under $400 yesterday, this week actually, and then it bounces up to 515, 530, 520, 55. It just bounces around. But it's been like 475, 480 to around 525 for the last 3-4 days. So that's why I just said $50 a day. Every day comes into your account. Now, that's a reward. But if you withdraw the reward, you got to pay some ETH gas fees, so you lose some of it. So that's why you don't want to withdraw. You just want to let it ride for like a month or so before you withdraw. And if you withdraw, you want to do it late night when the gas fees are small because the network isn't being used that much. All right, so that's how you do it. They keep saying Fed did its job by creating 10 million jobs, but it's low-paid, non-livable jobs. That's it exactly, Curtis Davis. That's what we're talking about. That's why you have to get your own streams of income, your own business, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess I better tout SSN Lifestyle, which is referral marketing, affiliate marketing, and you get to make sales. So that means you have commission. It's not just guaranteed. Like, for instance, I'll give you guys a perfect example. Opus Virtual Office. You can become an affiliate for Opus Virtual Office to help people get their virtual office. One time somebody signs up, they send an affiliate $50. One time. Now, when the person pays monthly, that's fine. The next year, the person is still paying that monthly. You do not receive another $50 because it's another year. There is no other product that Opus Virtual Office sells that I can actually make money on if that person decides to buy something else. So that limits what you can do. So I only get paid one time for sending the person there. The person signs up and then there's no other products for anybody to buy, which means now I have to always send people there in order to receive some revenue, right? SSN Lifestyle goes a little different. So yes, a person can go there, sign up as an affiliate, or you can sign up as a member. Either way, you get to refer people to sign up as an affiliate or a member. If the person signs up as a member, you receive a commission. But that's not the end of the story because let's say, for instance, under Hot Deals, right now, there's vacation rentals. So now a person, you can actually make a post and say, hey, we have this one bedroom in Maui over New Year's for $1,299 for the week. People would be like, this can't be legit. $1,299 for the week over New Year's for a week in Hawaii? That's less than $200 a night. Wait, what? You can post that anywhere you want, send people over using your link, you receive commission. So you have other products that you can continually sell and keep getting revenue, unlike referral marketing, the old-fashioned way, as I'll call it. And then on top of that, every time the person buys another product, you still receive commission. It keeps going. That's what I'm trying to say. And it has nothing to do with you having to sign up more people. You still are going to receive commission. And not only that, there's people, if somebody signed up that original affiliate, that person, the affiliate receives money and the person that signs them up receives money because they referred the affiliate to come sign up in the first place. Why shouldn't they receive money? Right? You should receive commission for referring a person that's actually referring somebody that bought something. So now you have an ecosystem because products always change. Like right now, I told you guys the other day, there's SEMA. Some of you might be watching this who like cars, right? SEMA's in Las Vegas every November. So like right now, November 2nd through the 5th, I told you guys right now, there's a 2-bedroom for SEMA. There's 2 units, in fact. So somebody could advertise right now, SEMA, 2-bedroom, 3 nights, 4 days, sleep 6 people. It's only, I don't know what the number is. Quite frankly, I don't remember. It might be $1,000, $999. I don't know what the number is. But the point I'm trying to make is you have an ecosystem. So it's not just signing somebody up and then you're like, get commission, that's it. If that person signs up some other people, refers other people, and makes sales and does all this ecosystem, you get paid too. And we have a bonus pool. Jesus, I get excited talking about it, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 15 spots left, but that's what you have to do when you have situations like this. Creating jobs are low paying jobs, like Mr. Financial says. So therefore, you have to figure out your ecosystem. Tiffany Young, I got one of my guys. He's savvy. I felt too goofy trying to figure it out. Hey, there you go, Vanessa Comigate. Nothing wrong with that. And that just proves one of the points right there. She's an entrepreneur, you can tell. An investor, an entrepreneur, because you have to be humble enough to sit there and go, you know what? I don't know it all. Let me hear what other people have to say, or let me find an expert, and then we'll go forth. That's exactly right. Well done, Vanessa Comigate. If you don't feel comfortable with something, then find somebody else that you can that figures out, yeah, I'm good at this. I can do this. Vanessa Comigate, I feel you in that. Exactly. Exactly. Just be sure whoever helps does not have your crypto keys or passwords. Thank you so much, Auntie Val, for that input. Yes, we know what you mean. Do not have access to none of that. You got that right. Robbie DJ, Robbie D's in the house from Philly with the icon next to his name. So this only brings it up. We're an hour in. Please smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And with that said, hello, SSN fam. Hello, Robbie D. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Auntie Val, that's a good point. Not everyone can be trusted. 100. Exactly, Tiffany Young. Exactly. Okay, here we go. It's a one bedroom at $69,900. Okay, if you say so. Tiffany Young, I thought it was $61,900. Oh, but you got one on the bottom floor. But anyhow, it's not $61,900. So it was $69,900. So that means the one bedroom at $70,000 at the Wave. That means that's the cheapest one bedroom in one of the top four spots. The top four spots, in case anybody doesn't know, in Punta Cana, in my opinion, others may think differently. Top four spots. Downtown Punta Cana. I'm going to work my way out. Downtown Punta Cana, Vista Cana, Hard Rock Hotel properties, and Cap Cana. Those are the top four spots that you can have properties at because of all the amenities. The woman and in fact, the Wave is still available. The Wave has units, but not many. The Wave, one bedroom, $70,000 is the cheapest one you can get. Now, when Central Park comes out, they, in their phase 2, I don't know what their prices are going to be. Theirs might be in the 69 range also. But for right now, this is the cheapest one bedroom you can get. And they don't require 60% during delivery. I believe it's 20 or 30% during delivery. Also, so that's another major plus. And in case nobody's familiar with the Wave, they're across the street from the sports complex at Vista Cana. The sports complex, baseball, soccer, basketball, tennis, pools, fitness room, just to name a few, is across the street from the Wave. Just to let you know, Auntie Val says nice. Auntie Val, facts, and my hubby will be sitting in with him. Thanks. Exactly. Do not give up the keys. Exactly. That's a great price, Tiff. I got to catch up with you, DR guys. That's right. That price is about to be bye-bye. Again, people have been sleeping this whole time, and the Arco, a one-bedroom at Arco, I can't remember what it is. I think it's $80,000. You're not going to be able to get these prices anymore. I'm telling you guys. Hold on. I missed something. No shade to anyone, but people are getting ripped off left and right in crypto. Be on guard. Exactly. That's exactly right. Logins, passwords, keys. You can't let anybody have them, quite frankly. It's almost like when somebody's helping you, it's like, hey, log in. Okay, give me my computer. I'm going to log in. I mean, you got to make sure everything is locked down. Vanessa, hey, we making money. That Curtis Davis. That's right. Exactly. Vanessa Comigate, congratulations. That's how you do it. Just pull the trigger. Exactly. Victor Marrero says it best. You are so right, sis. We will guard our info for sure. Exactly. Vanessa, Victor, yes, sir. Next stop, the DR. Hey, Vanessa Comigate's on a mission. She's making it happen. She's doing these extra streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. Founder of Ford, CEO, was not smartest guy, but knew how to delegate things. Exactly. 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 And he knew how to raise money. That was his thing, forte. Boss, did you say Conner Rock was 10 minutes from downtown? Okay. I don't think so. I don't think it's 10 minutes from downtown, but Marrero, he seems to say it's 10 minutes from downtown. I don't think it is. I think it's more like 15 to 20 minutes from downtown. But again, when you're driving on the little highway, you're talking. I wasn't really checking a clock to even, I just guessed. So to me, it's always seemed like 15 to 20 minutes is about the soonest you get to Hard Rock. But who's to say? Marrero saying, which I kind of knew, that like Vista Cana is like, I called it like 5 minutes away. But he says it's like 2 to 3 minutes away, which it probably is. But again, I'm talking. So to me, it was 5 minutes. Hard Rock Hotel was 15 to 20. But either way, in the overall scheme of things, it's not going to matter, because what's going to end up happening is there's an infrastructure that's going to occur. If it's not going to happen, then I'll create it, quite frankly. I'm just going to tell you like it is. There's going to be a transportation system or transportation companies that are going to be going back from Hard Rock, from Macau, which Macau is north of Hard Rock. So starting at Macau, where they're building like the West End and things like that, some more upscale areas, people are going to be coming from there down to downtown. So therefore, there's going to be transportation. And they do have, they don't have Uber there, but I guarantee you Uber will be there, I think, about, if not next year, then the year after. But they still have a lot of people who do it anyhow. And all you need is their card or phone number. So I don't think if it's 15 minutes away, it doesn't matter. If it's 20 minutes away, it gets on the edge, but still it won't matter. Because when you start going, I'm going to Coco Bongo, I'm going to the nightclub, I'm going to Kathmandu Park, I'm going to the water park, I'm going all this stuff downtown. Cirque du Soleil coming November 2021. In effect, 2 months, Cirque du Soleil starts at Coco Bongo. People staying at Hard Rock, they're not going to have a problem. If it took 20, if it takes 15, no problem. They're coming down there. All right, it's pretty simple. Curtis Davis, yes, sir. That's right. Robinhood has started crypto wallet. Yes, they did. You knew that was coming. Look, let's just put it this way. Robinhood, Celsius, all these guys. Robinhood's doing it for a different reason. They're not giving me interest. They're doing it because that raises their bottom line. That means they're going to be holding millions, potentially trillions of dollars worth of crypto, which means that raises their stock value. All right? So unless they're coming with some other, giving me some interest or giving me something for holding my money on there, there is no way I'm putting money on Robinhood in a crypto wallet. Wow, I got to see, because downtown might be a better fit. Not sure a trip will be necessary. Yeah, exactly, Vanessa. Like I said, the way they have developing or are going to develop downtown, that is a monster that they're creating down there. I mean, Jesus, it's a monster. That's why the next move was going to be something for the Founders Club, which was going to be a villa. And unfortunately, because the prices are escalating, the villas that were nice size that you could have got for 125, 130, 140 grand, they're now 200, 220, 230 for those 2,000 square foot villas. So just 9 months ago, you could have bought a 1,700 square foot villa for 90 grand. And all of us, that's at Primavera Residences too. But now they're sold out. And now you can only get the 1,400 square foot for 125 grand, which used to be 70 grand. It's insane what's happening. Yeah, downtown, I really, really like what they're doing downtown. And that means also the beach is back in play. That also means Central Park is back in play for phase 2 or phase 3. that means whatever, there's going to be other condos coming in, but unfortunately, I have a feeling they're not going to be 60, 70, 80 grand. I think they're going to be over 100, but we'll see. It's a 4-lane highway from downtown to Hard Rock. It's 10 to 15 minutes. I used to drive it all the time. Remember, Hard Rock is right off the highway. Yeah, I know it's right off the highway. If Marrero went there many times, then he's probably got a closer assessment, because I went down there last time I was there like 3 or 4 times. But the problem is, when I went down there, I went on the freeway twice. Then I went back roads, like I was in El Cortocito. So the guys were taking me out the other side. Then we ended up on the freeway. Then we went down to Hard Rock. So that's why I can't really judge. So I went 2 times, and then I've been there another 2 times. And both times I never really cared about the distance, because I was never investing. It was just like I'm hanging out. So I never paid attention. The nice little ride was short. So if it's 10 or 15, it's a winner. That keeps you in the ballpark. That even makes, like I said, the downtown experience that they're creating 10 to 15 minutes away. If that's how close you are, you're in the driver's seat. 10 to 15 minutes away, you're going to be in the driver's seat. The closer, sure, if you're like at Vista Cana and you're like 5 minutes away or whatever, fine. Primavera, 5 minutes away, fine. But that's not going to change anything. 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. If you're that close to downtown, then people will be happy. The situation arises when you get out to about 20. That's where, in my opinion, the cutoff is. As soon as you go on 20, 25, that's where people are kind of like, I don't know. But if you're like 10 minutes away, 15 is about outside, but 10 minutes away, you're in the circle. So people don't care. 10 minutes is no big deal. Just like 10 minutes to the beach. People are like, oh, so I'm staying at Vista Cana, but I'm 10 minutes to the beach. Okay, we don't care. That's cool. You start saying 20 minutes to the beach. All right, maybe that's cool, but, so just think of it that way. Oh, my God, Cirque du Soleil. It's a great show. Cool. Yes, exactly. I think they got Kuza. I think that's the one that's coming out. I can't remember the name. Working hard to join that DR party. Auntie Val. Oh, Auntie Val. Yeah, unfortunately, Auntie Val, you are going to be able to join the party. But the question is, when? Because remember, Auntie Val, you can join the party for $1,000, because you don't have to pay for about 45 to 60 days later, the other 20% down. So you could actually lock something up, and then 60 days later, and that node money be rolling in, and you're kind of good, So just think of it that way, because you're going to have, right now, there's an offset with regard to anything downtown Miami, Punta Cana pre-construction. There's an offset. Every month that you wait might cost you how many more thousands of dollars. That's what the offset is right now, because things are escalating. And keep in mind, in 3 short months, October, November, December, 3 short months, it's prime time. So think of this. Imagine right now they only have 100,000. I don't know how many tourists are coming. I'm guessing 100,000 tourists a month going into Punta Cana. Imagine when there's 300,000 tourists going into Punta Cana starting January, February, March, or December. That means they have a lot more people selling projects, selling condos, selling villas there, which now means prices are going to escalate. It's supply and demand, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got to keep up. Think about it. So if you're going to do anything in the DR, your investment window, you have 2 months. And even in these 2 months, the prices are increasing, because they started the Spain, the Russia, all these trips. In fact, we're going to have to pull up Dominican today to go check this out. The downtown prices are great. You can't go wrong with that. The only thing you won't have downtown is the actual beach, but you can drive to it no problem. There's more than that, actually, that you're not going to have downtown, Marrero. Yeah, the beach is right there. From when you're downtown, the beach is like 5 to 10 minutes away. So that's not even major. What is major, though, is the other stuff. The other stuff meaning, so they have all the trappings, right? You have the restaurants, you have the bar, you have the nightclub, you have Coco Bongo, you have all of that. But what's going to end up happening is you're not going to have the space. So when you're staying downtown, once they build this up, it's just going to be like a city, right? So everything is in a city environment. Unlike if you're at Hard Rock, if you're at Cap Cana, if you're at Vista Cana, if you're at even Primavera, for instance, and there's other projects like Primavera as well. You're going to have space, meaning social areas. You're going to be able to have restaurants. It's not cluttered, is what I'm saying. You're going to have city blocks downtown Punta Cana. You guys saw the master plan. So that space sometimes matters. In fact, it matters to me, quite frankly. It might not matter to other people, but I go by space. So yeah, I look at it this way. We have all these, like on Hard Rock, Cap Cana, all the other ones. We have a concentrated area of people, but due to the fact that they have open area spaces, that gives you room. Downtown, there's not going to be any open air spaces other than what's going to be in front of the REA suites and residences. But even then, there's going to be a ton of people hanging out there because it's an open area place, social area with stores and things like that. So you're going to be in a downtown environment, which a lot of people like. That's why El Cortocito is popular, because people are like, oh, I don't have to leave. I can just stay here and go to the beach. It's simple. So there's nothing wrong with that. But again, that downtown area is going to be so awesome that as long as you're nearby, you're going to be good. Exactly. I want my node money to pay for the DR property. That's how you're supposed to do it, Vanessa Comagate. Use an asset to pay for another asset. That's how we do it. Sounds like a challenge for me. Need to reevaluate, but still stay disciplined. I just added it to my goals and timeline. Auntie Val, that's all you can ever do. Keep it on the radar, because you know how this always works out. Just because something looks like it does right now, like we're saying, the prices are escalating. The people are paying ridiculous prices. You know what happens? Things fall out, right? Somebody won't do their deal, and all of a sudden there's a unit available 2 months from now. Because remember, some people did their 1,000, then they have 30 to 45 days later, 2 months later, somebody says, oh, well, I'm not going to put down that 30 grand or 20 grand. And then all of a sudden that unit pops back out. You could get it for the price you could have gotten it today, 2 months from now. So yeah, just keep your normal timeline. That's a great thing as an investor, entrepreneur. Don't rush the process, ladies and gentlemen. If it's not your right time to buy it, then no problem. There's always other deals. You don't have to jump in right now. There's always a deal. Just keep that in mind. No matter if everybody's buying every project, who cares that on Monday there's that property, Cana Cove, and then on Wednesday there's only one unit left? That doesn't mean anything. That's $159,000. You can buy for $159,000. You can buy one bedrooms all over, including even in Cap Cana. You can get one for $178,000. So it's not like the end of the world, right? So that's a good thing right there. Oh, the other thing you won't have is the golf also. Exactly. That's exactly correct. That's what I'm saying. That space, the extra amenities that people want to have, that alone time. But I will say this. It wasn't on the master plan. But somebody that has a project downtown, which I will say nameless, they told me that there is supposed to be a golf course downtown. And not downtown in the master plan that you guys saw. I'm talking about, you know where that lagoon area is? Well, not exactly in the lagoon area, but something you couldn't see on the right-hand side of the screen, which is right now trees and jungle. There's supposedly going to be a golf course over there. Now, I've never seen any plans on it. I don't know if the person was just talking crazy, but that's what they said. And there's supposed to be another shopping center also downtown, which is going to be the outdoor style. So I don't know if they meant that outlet mall area or something else, because at the time I didn't know about the outlet mall, so they might have been talking about the outlet mall because they said it was going to be an outdoor shopping area. So it might have been that mall, outlet mall, which is awesome. So it's coming allegedly a golf course too. Just letting you know. Thanks, Victor. I was thinking about Kathmandu for biz as well. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Downtown, it's one of those hard things, right? It's that's why I had to do the downtown video the other day. Yesterday, I released, and we talked about it on the live stream Monday. So this is the thing that hold on. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, downtown to me is a can't miss investment. Just the top four are can't miss investments. That's the way I look at it because all these places have events. Downtown can have an event. Cap Cana, Hard Rock has an event. Vista Cana, that's the one thing they're missing. They don't have a bona fide amphitheater. Although there might be a bona fide amphitheater, which, by the way, the place I bought, Garden and Park, there's supposedly an amphitheater over there. Now, I don't know if they're going to actually make that happen or not, but it's supposed to be an amphitheater and it's a soccer field. A soccer field's pretty big, and there's an amphitheater. I'm liking this. That means there could be events there, but then it's kind of residential, so it's kind of weird. But they need a venue because they're going to have thousands of people there. And so far, they've never talked about a venue. But I like it. But you can't go wrong either way. I don't think if you pick one of the top four spots, I don't think you can go wrong. Wilson Koo's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. He has the icon naturally. That's why he's in the chat room. And in case you want to get an icon, you have to hit that join button to become a member, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we're talking about the fire this evening. And part of the fire is getting assets cheap while you can. If you can put down $1,000, no credit check, no qualifying, and you can put down 10% of the value of the property and then pay monthly for 2 or 3 years and put skin in the game and control an asset that you can rent out, that means you win. That means you're a big time winner, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we're going to keep talking about that because if you want to retire, and let's just get some other things straight. A lot of people, facts, Val, we have to make it make sense. We don't want to stress. That's exactly right, Vanessa. And in fact, you have to think about always having streams of income. Whether you retire and you receive a pension, you're feeling comfortable with streams of income. If you're in the military and get that coming in, you feel comfortable because that's a stream of income. So instead, you can always do offshoots. So if you can get a business and turn that into something, then you can do the same thing. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can pull up this property that we're talking about. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen. I thought I was able to, but I didn't get it sent to myself. Oh, I got it. Okay, we're going to pull this up in a little bit. It's called Cana Cove. Just so you guys get an idea on what's going on at this Cana Cove project. But once again, this is very, very sad because they want 60%. This is sad. 60% during construction. 60% of 160,000. What is that? 6 times 16. Isn't that okay? That's 96 grand. Yeah, that's going to be $3 grand a month. So it looks like I can't pull it up, but we'll see. If it comes up, I'll show you guys the brochure. It's on the golf course, still at work, but had to get in and hear the gems. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo. I appreciate it. All right, Eric, it may be a good idea on the next chat to have a map of Punta Cana so folks can have a better idea on where things are located to include future entertainment facilities. Very good idea. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that suggestion. That is a due on Friday night live stream. Vanessa K, congratulations. That's right. Wilson Koo, thanks. Couldn't pass it up. That's right. But Kathmandu is not downtown. It's located behind Kokotal, next to Malia Tropical Resort. Okay, when you go there, Victor Marrero, when you go there, hopefully you go around and then let us know where, because you'll see where Kathmandu is. When I was there, they told me Kathmandu was going to be in this former shopping center site. So maybe it changed, because where you're talking about, that is not near downtown. When I was there, they were telling me it was going to be, well, it is literally down. Well, to me, it's downtown. It might be a mile and a half from Coco Bongo, but they showed me a shopping center they were tearing down, and they were saying that's where they're putting Kathmandu Park. So that would be interesting, because the first thing I said was, I don't know what you're talking about, but if it's some sort of amusement park, I said the shopping center isn't far enough back from the road. I was talking about the parking. So then they were like, oh, no, look, they're tearing back all this stuff. Back behind there is nothing but trees and jungle. So I was like, oh, okay. But maybe they changed the location, because that is definitely not near downtown. Wilson Koo, how's Canada? That's right. Keep an eye on EOS, as they are about to launch an exchange, and a couple other things happening with that coin. Also, get Tether, as some things are cooking up with their functionality. Tether, yeah, that's something you can. Tether's just a stable coin, 60% or $1,200 a month. Yeah. Oh yes, a mat would be cool. I must take a trip. I'd like to look at homes as well for personal use. All right. Well, let's see if I can get this popping here. Let me get the first thing popping off. I can't get it. Oh, I see. It didn't. It was a fail for me when I sent it to my email. It didn't like it. It did not like it. Okay. I'm going to try it again then. Just a second, you guys. I'm going to pull up a map on the screen anyhow, since we're talking about it. This isn't going to help much, but I'm going to go to Google Maps. So, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. People can get a general idea of here. Let me see if I can. Oh, wait, I messed up. All right. So, I don't know why I can't get what I want. All right. We've been running slow for days, ladies and gentlemen. I need the hookup now. I need to get back to civilization, so to speak. All right. I'm going to put this on the screen so you guys will see. This is going to be the Punta Cana area. Yeah, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that info pack. Okay. So you can see I'm running low on I'm running awfully low here. Okay, let me go get this. I'm going to show a map on the screen for you guys so you can get a. Okay, thought I was. This is strange. Okay, this is not good. Hold on a minute. We're having like a little technical difficulties. That's cute. Very cute. Can't pull up that. Okay. We're going to get it on the screen here in a second. Go see some more messages. Okay, hour and 34 minutes in. Please smash the like button. Curtis D. We just got Justin T for another 4 years. Looks like taxes are going to go through the roof. Hey, trust fund babies, you gotta love them. That's all they know. They know how to spend money. Okay, so I'm running slow here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me close some of these windows out. And I can't do that either. Close out too. Having difficulties, technical difficulties. Don't want me to show you this Punta Cana area. That's not funny. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, it's going to come up slow. So be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I see what's going on. Wow. This is very slow. I have low, very, very low. I guess people are on the internet right now. So we're not going to be able to pull this up. Yeah, we're running out of juice. That's what's happening. All right. All right. Welcome back. Finally. And that's just getting to that screen. We're still behind. All right. So you can already see this Cocatel Golf. This is definitely not near downtown. I can tell you that right now. Because I actually went out there to check, I think it was called Sea Dreams. In fact, there was a 2-bedroom condo, Sea Dreams, for around 60 some thousand dollars. 70 something, 80 something by Cocatel Golf Course. So that's why. Let's see if we're ever going to ever be able to get here. Okay. All right. So good. This is starting to come into play. All right. So just keep in mind, that's interesting. Airport's down here. Freeway is here. You come across here. This is where downtown is. This is where Vista Cana is, Primavera. And I don't know exactly. I think Hard Rock is up here where it says Bavaro. I don't think it's before Cocatel. No, it's not. It's after. But I'm about to show you guys right now. So we'll get a little closer, right? So you can see. So when I did the downtown Punta Cana PDF, you saw this Laguna Bavaro in the background. That's what you see. So this is downtown. And like I said, here, that's downtown. So that means here is Vista Cana over here. Actually, Vista Cana is over here. Sorry. That's how you get to El Cortecito here. And here's the freeway. This is Vista Cana, all this right here. Primavera is right next door. And Hard Rock is up here because they're next to Iberostar. So Hard Rock is way up here. Now, if Kathmandu is around this Cocatel place, this is definitely not downtown. They told me, for instance, this is downtown. They told me it's supposed to be somewhere around here, I would guess. Somewhere in this neighborhood. But if it's going to be down here, that's definitely not downtown. And they don't have infrastructure for that, which is the other thing, because this is the only 2-lane road right here. Not 4 lanes like the 105. It's 2 lanes like a normal city street. So that would be very interesting if, you guys didn't see it. All that talking, you didn't see it. Okay, so anyhow, let's go back. Here's downtown, right here. Here's the highway. This is Vista Cana, right here. Now, they don't have a legend for the mileage, but as far as I know, like I said before, when I got on the freeway here, it did seem like 3-4 minutes, the exit, something like that. But if you're in here, it's going to take you a few minutes to even get out and then go down. Again, to me, Hard Rock is up here. In fact, this could be it. Kind of bit, yeah. So here's Hard Rock right here. So you see the distance, and Marrero says this is about 10 to 15 minutes. So if that's 10 to 15 minutes for that length, then half of this would be 7.5 minutes. So then he would be actually right about Vista Cana, because Vista Cana is right here. So that would have to be like only a few minutes. So, but like I said, once you're in the complex, it's going to take you a few minutes to get out to the freeway. So it's going to be 5 minutes, best case scenario, I would imagine, to get downtown. That's pretty close. Cocatel is right here. Now, I'm going to zoom out so you guys will understand where Cap Cana is down here. All right. This is where Cap Cana is. So here's the infrastructure coming down. Then you come into Cap Cana, and this is where Juanillo Beach and all that is. So that's where you have to keep in mind. And there's Macau, where there's surf at Macau. And they're talking about putting the other airport up here in the north, right around in this area. So that's what you have to keep in mind. That explodes this entire region. And they already have a freeway there. Well, it's a 4-lane at least. So they have their freeway, and this Veron over here, this is low income. This is where the new projects, or the new condominium projects and villas are being built, because this property is cheap to buy. And they're making them run off into this 106. So then you can get downtown easily. So that's what they're doing. Just keep that in mind. So this hopefully gives people a little idea. I'll get a better map next time so we can make it happen. Eric, I am going to send you something that involves the equity investment. Maybe you can put them on the show to talk about it. You got that right. You know that's what we talk about, especially with SSN Lifestyle. In case you're not familiar and you're new here, SSN Lifestyle, there's a link down below. You can go check it out. We're going to have an investment component. The Founders Club members, they get first dibs. If we reach the minimum threshold with the Founders Club, then that's the only people that'll be doing the investment. If we don't reach the minimum threshold, then it goes to the next level. So in this case, the premier level is $599. That's a new level I haven't talked about. Then the $349 level, which is the elite level. And then the pro level, $149. They can get in, but after the premier and the elite levels also, we haven't met the minimum threshold, then we go down to the $149 level, and then allow those people to invest. All right. Eric, dropping too many gems. You're dropping gems as well, and other people are dropping gems, which is the SSN Nation. I love how we do this. 1 hour and 43 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash the like button. All right. And you know what? I should have loaded up. Oh, did you guys, I forgot again to ask, the trailer. Okay, I did the voiceover on the trailer this time. That one I loaded instead of just the music only. Let me know what you guys think. And then in fact, I'm going to play it in a minute. This is for SSN Lifestyle. Let me see if I have it. I don't think I have it loaded up. I don't. Oh, we're back with full Wi-Fi. Oh, I do have it. All right. I'm going to, oh, wait, hold on. I don't have it. That I thought I had it, but I don't. I'm going to play it for you guys in a second. But let me know what you guys are thinking about this retirement, this fire. What do you think the best way to save for retirement? Let's just say, you know what, the demographics. Let's just say you're 35 years old. You're going to retire. Actually, what most people at 35 may not understand, they might be retiring early. You might not get to spend 30 years at your job or 20 years at your job. You know why I'm saying that, I hope? Because you don't know what the jobs are going to be in about 5 years. You don't know what jobs are going to be available in 7 years, let alone 3 years from now. Because the way the job market is going to operate, there's only so many people that you can pay $15 an hour to before the economy starts crumbling. People aren't going to be able to afford anything. So there's a catch-22. So therefore, one job is going to do the work of 2 or 3 people, which is already happening. Or you're not going to have enough people to buy products and services. So therefore, there has to be a catch. As soon as you don't have enough people to buy products and services, that means the crazy word called layoff. So you understand how this is going down. It's not going to be very good. That's all I'm saying. You got to be prepared. And that's why you want to do your own business. Down below in the description, I have several things that can help you get on the right track, whether it's free stocks, whether it's free crypto, whether it's starting your own business. I even included the AmazonGPS.com link to help people out. So that's an option for you. Think about it, because that's going to be part of the retirement plan now. You can't rest on your laurels working at another job. The days of that occurring, it's slowly picking people off. There's people right now who in 7 years, they're going to be retired within the 7 years, and they're going to be happy and lucky. That same job is not going to be available for somebody else to follow you for the next 20. When they start moving things into, like, for instance, let's call it the financial sector, where there's millions of people that's employed and making 6 figures. What's going to happen when the bank is no longer a bank? The bank is just doing what we do with crypto, sending money electronically. You don't even have to go there. The money is almost instant. And now those executives no longer need to stay at the bank. There may be 1 or 2 that might need to stay there, but there won't be a bank of 10 or 20 or 30. You see what I'm saying? So you have to keep those kind of things in mind. Okay, I'm going to load this voiceover up in here. Then I'll play the SSN Lifestyle new promo. But that is the FIRE movement, and that's why 92 it came out. The only reason it started being a thing is because when crypto came out and you all of a sudden had these people earning crypto, you all of a sudden had people who invested in the Apples, the Facebooks, the Amazons, the Teslas, and became millionaires way before their time. Then all of a sudden they have all these people talking about FIRE. Well, that opportunity that has occurred in the last 20 years was not available the previous 40 years. There weren't things like stocks coming out that were $5, and then the next thing you know, they're $1,000, $800, $3,000. That wasn't going to happen in 5 or 10 years. That's unheard of. This is the only time it happened. And so that allowed people to be able to sit there and go, oh, yeah, when I was 25, I bought 120 shares of Amazon. I bought 100 shares of Apple because it was $7. And no, that would have never happened. So because that happened, all of a sudden people started going, well, I'm FIRE now. I'm financially independent. I'm like, okay, I get you. But you capitalized on this opportunity. For other people to achieve that, it has to be, where's this next $3, $5, $7 stock that in 7 years it's going to be $800, $3,000 like Amazon? It's not going to, I mean, the odds of that happening right now is pretty slim. All right. So I'm just keeping it real for you guys. Don't get any visions of grandeur. You still got to make your investments. You still got to get your streams of income. You still got to put some money aside that's working for you. Making your money work for you is a thing. You definitely need that. All right. So I don't want to keep harping on it, but we're going to end this shortly. And it looks like due to Wi-Fi slowdown around here, looks like I'm not going to be able to bring this to you either. This is starting to be a bummer. All right. But it's okay. You guys are still here with me, and it's all good. All right. Let's see if we can do this. Anybody have any questions? Let me know. And if you haven't, too late because I chopped up everything. I'm going to move this off too. Let's see if this helps out. Yeah, it's still sitting there. I can't even load it up. That's a doggone shame. All right. So anybody who saw the trailer, which had the voice on it, let me know. Again, I'm not expecting everybody to see the trailer because just like YouTube doesn't show people the live stream that came out or the video that I uploaded. Some people might not have seen the trailer either. All right. So give me some feedback on that. I'd appreciate it. All right. I see right now this isn't happening. My Wi-Fi is slow. All right. Well, if anybody has any further questions, want to talk about anything, please join us on the Friday night live stream. We're going to talk about some more money-making events or anything you want to discuss, any possibilities. In fact, I do have something to say. You won't believe what happened. It's a small, small world. There is somebody, when I was doing a live stream about 5 months to 9 months ago, I can't remember the exact date. All I know, it was 5 months to 9 months ago. Somebody asked me about a place called Camelot in Atlanta. And it was on LootNet, so we actually looked at it on the live stream. It was like condos or townhouses or something. And it was run down in a bad neighborhood of Atlanta area. And so I actually did a little preview on it saying, here's what I would do if you're going to seriously consider buying this rehab situation with drug addicts, with bad neighborhood and things of that nature. Talk about a small world. My dad got remarried. His wife's daughter, which I guess is like my sister, I guess you would consider now, get this, bought property at Camelot. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Talk about a small world. So they have units over at Camelot and they're doing the rehab over there. So good luck to them on that. But talk about small world. It's funny. Okay, Marrero, yes, saw the trailer. The voice made a huge difference. Yes, Victor Marrero, I thought it might. That's why I was a teaser the other day. What? Don't tell me Barry White is gone. No bueno. No, this one has the voice on it. Just getting ready to sign up for Sable account. Exactly. Speaking of Sable, in fact, I didn't even get Sable any love. Sable. Yeah, Sable. Yeah, Sable. Yeah. It's just they send you this, get a debit card, say hello to Sable. Yep. You know, when I tell you guys some of the things, I still sign up with it, you know. So just one of those points. Wow, Connor Rock. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's go. Here we go. It loaded up. Looks like we got playtime. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have full Wi-Fi back too. So let me know what you guys think about this. And this one has the voice. So give me feedback, please. And any SSN Lifestyle members who are watching this video, and there'll be a voice and a non-voice video, even though, like Marrero said, I believe the voice makes it better. But both videos are going to be in the back office, so you can use it for promotional purposes. A life-changing opportunity is here. Another day to improve financially, mentally, and physically with SSN Lifestyle. We give you the tools to succeed through our free or membership programs. We welcome you to join SSN Lifestyle today. Membership does have its privileges: passive income, entertainment and show tickets, first class upgrades, free vacations, and investment opportunities. You can help yourself and others achieve financial freedom. If you are stressed and need extra income, we can help. If you are motivated, willing to put in the effort to succeed, please join us at SSN Lifestyle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about that one. That's number two. There's more coming, but that's number two. I was just like, you know what? I'm the CEO. I'll make the videos. I'll do the voiceovers anyhow. So let me know what you think. Connor Rock. Looks great. Wilson Koo, thank you. All right, that was cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate the feedback. You know, like I say, again, you have to be humble enough to take the feedback. I appreciate everyone who says it's cool, that it was nice. But again, if there's any derogatories, please let me know. All right. That helps as well. You have to know derogatories. That gives you a way that you can change some things up. Although I'm not going to change the video, but I'll make on the next one, then I'll add the changes to that one. How many spots left for the Founders Club? I think you should state in the video what SSN stands for so it sticks out more. Stop Struggling Now is the entire concept. Tiffany Young, thank you so much. There we go. And that's a good idea right there. I appreciate that. In fact, thank you. I didn't think of that, but you're right. I was treating it as separate entities, so I never even said anything about SSN Nation. So you're right. Auntie Val, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Good promo video. Thank you, Curtis Davis. Barry doing well reading the script. That's right. Exactly. All the commercials are scripts. You got that right. Even reality TV shows are scripts. You missed my feedback. Oh, Tiffany Young. I missed your feedback. Let's see. This one here, the Founders Club, 11 spots left in the Founders Club. So just so you know, how many spots left for the Founders Club? 11 spots. And did I miss any other feedback, though? Hopefully that's the one you're referring to. And I did not answer the question about the number of spots. So there's 11 left. Just so you know. All right. James Way, welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for the feedback, saying nice with the icon next to his name. Thank you. I appreciate it. My only recommendation is to have a call to action at the end. All you said was join SSN Nation, but that doesn't mean anything to someone outside our group chat. Very well said. Thank you so much for that. And exactly right. There is I'll give you my train of thought, but you're probably correct on this, because the person that's going to send out the video is going to include their link, their information. So, or some information on that. So that's what I was thinking. So that means my next video, I'm clearly going to have a better call to action than the join us. And then, of course, nobody knows what SSN Lifestyle is at the moment. And I don't have a .com on there either. So good point. Thank you, Marrero. I appreciate that. You will be like Puffy, all in the videos. James Way. That's funny. You know I'm West Coast, right? So you know what I know what that is. When Suge Knight is on stage at the freaking Apollo in New York. That was crazy. Yeah, talking about Puffy all up in the videos. I was like, that's funny. Okay, thanks, Eric. All right, Tiffany Young. Hopefully that was good info for you, and I appreciate, again, the feedback. Join the team, SSN family. That's right. That's how it's going to go. But again, there's everything is not for everybody. So if you feel like, you want to come in, then so be it. But keep in mind, there's going to be a few things happening over the next 48 hours. And those things are back office. Like I mentioned the other day on Friday, I was saying on Friday, there's a lot of people who say, well, I don't feel comfortable with referral marketing, affiliate marketing, or some people consider it sales. Well, in the back office for everybody, whether you're a free member all the way up to a Founder Club member, everybody has the same back office. You will have videos to help you with marketing. All right. It'll discuss marketing and doing online marketing and offline marketing. There'll be videos. All right, so keep that in mind. That'll be added on Friday. Now, there's some other things that have been added with SSN Lifestyle. Like I said, the hot deals are getting hot links, meaning the deals are there. Some deals are hot where you can actually send people over there to sign up for some awesome vacation rental stuff right now. All right, like I said, New Year's in Hawaii is hot. I even included SEMA in there as hot. There's some Thanksgiving in Hawaii hot. And unfortunately, somebody that took the Thanksgiving San Diego gas lamp district downtown gone. But there's still some other hot stuff there. And people are already getting a little commission money. So keep those things in mind. It's happening. The ecosystem has started. So, and there's something for everybody. So just go over there, check it out. There's a link down below in the description. Join the team. I like that. All right. I appreciate all the feedback. It's 2 hours in, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to wrap this up this evening. If anybody has anything else they want to talk about or any suggestions on videos you want to discuss live on Friday, let me know. So we know we're going to talk about a better map than I'm going to have for the Punta Cana area so people understand where projects are and things of that nature, so then it'll make it easier for your investment. Because I'm getting emails, even today I got an email, or 2 emails in fact, from 2 different people who saw the downtown video. The thing though is they started saying, well, where are the projects? How much are they? And I couldn't respond to other than tell them, hey, I'm telling you right now, even if I tell you about a project, they're selling so fast that if you don't know about what area of town you want to buy the property in or unit size, you might miss out if you waited 2, 3, 4 days. So the best thing to do is pick out how much you want to spend, what location you want, what you want, a unit size, condo or villa. That way I can direct you towards a project. But any project right now, they're getting sold out. I mean, this is just crazy. So there isn't a website you can go to. There isn't any place that has everything, because as soon as they list it, in 5 to 10 days, they got to take it down. Most projects aren't big like at Vista Cana, how it started out. Most projects aren't like Cana Rock, where they started out and said, we have 5, 6 buildings here, so take your pick. No, nothing like that. Vista Cana, where they said, oh, we have like 10 projects going on, take your pick. Well, as soon as people took their pick, there's not another 10 projects available. So this is what's happening on this real estate front, just like downtown Miami. 501 Residences, as far as I know, is not sold out. Nativo Miami sold out. Their next project, which the guys that did Nativo, well, the real estate crew that did Nativo, it's not the same developer. It's the same real estate sales crew who did Nativo is now doing Lofty in downtown Miami. The studios, though, are $100,000 more than the Nativo studios, just so you know. So everybody at Nativo, everybody at Legacy, everybody at Paramount, everybody at 501 Residences, they're happy as hell, because the next studio units are $400,000 now. So that means their prices all went up. I told you guys about this before, what was going to happen in Miami. Even a studio unit could be $1 million in 3 years. Hell, probably in a year and a half, the way things are going. Miami's trying to be crypto central. They're trying to give away corporate tax may not be paid, some crazy stuff they're talking about. So keep that in mind. Puffy all up in the video. Okay, thanks, Eric. Join the team, SSN family. Create scarcity and urgency. Hey, that's why the Founders Club is special. Like I said, that's the only one. But in most businesses, you do want to create scarcity and urgency. That's how you can keep your prices inflated. And that's why when you start doing, like I say, It's supply and demand. That's what the financial system and capitalism is built on. Right now, we're talking about condos like in downtown Miami and Punta Cana. It could be Mexico. It could be Philippines. It could be anywhere, right? Um, as long as there's a high demand, then you can sell at whatever price. You can start raising prices because you're still going to have the demand. And that's what's happening, whether it's in Miami, whether it's in Mexico, whether it's in Punta Cana or the Dominican Republic as a total country. Prices are escalating. And when it costs more to produce or make the same villas or condos, then it automatically means the price goes up. And so those who got out, all winning. Everybody who gets their assets in 2021, you ultimately are going to win. I don't care if the economy crashes. It does not matter. So don't look at it like a 2008, 2009 project. All I know is this. If you would have been in the same situation in 2008, or shall I say 2005 and 6, you would have been able to buy the same downtown property in Miami, the same Punta Cana property or DR property or Mexico property. The crash would have happened. You would have been screaming, going, oh my God, I bought my thing for 120 grand and it's only worth 60 or 70 grand. Well, as everybody knows, the property value is recovered. But if you were already using it as a rental property, you still would have been receiving rent, whether it was the Great Recession or not. So you still would be receiving your rental money all these years. So that's why the asset is important, because even in a down economy, you still be able to come out through the other side. And that brings up my last point before we end this. If you're doing investments in real estate, some of your profit, you want to put aside a reserve. Because think of it this way. In the last 20 years, there's been the Great Recession, and also a lot of people forget about the dot-com bust in 2000. So there have been two events in 20 years. Not to mention the SARS and all that happened as well. So there's going to probably be another two within a shorter time span. So therefore, you have to have reserves set aside from your profits when you're making these profits. Just keep that in mind, all right? Just in case you're not able to rent something, and just in case there's another pandemic where countries and states and cities are shut down. Be prepared for that kind of thing. That's part of your retirement. That's part of your fire. That's what you need to start thinking about, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the gems, fam. Thank you. That's right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And please smash the like button. If you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and click the all notification bell. And if you want to be like everybody in chat tonight who has the icon next to their name, please click the join button. And for everybody that's still here, I got to tell you guys something that's very funny. I don't know if I should laugh or if I should cry, but this is hilarious to me. Get this. You see everybody here with the icons? That's a membership from YouTube. After 3 years on YouTube, watching people copy some of the stuff that I do. This is hilarious. Can you believe the membership, the total membership paid to YouTube with people that have the icons pays me more than AdSense, than YouTube pays me. Can you believe that? This is hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to put that back there, put that out there and let you know, because it is kind of funny. So this is why you need your extra streams of income coming from other sources. You never know what's going to happen. But I thought it's hella funny, because when I looked at my thing, I was like, it's hilarious. So I want to thank you, members, for being here for me, supporting the channel. It's amazing, and I humbly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow, isn't that something? Yeah, exactly, Tiffany. It's crazy. I looked at my thing and I was like, wow, members pay me more than YouTube after 3 years. I'm like, this is hilarious. We appreciate you and your channel. Thank you, Wilson Koo. I appreciate that comment, but you know we ain't stopping. We're not going to stop no matter the suppression or oppression, however you look at it. We're still bringing the gems. Thanks to everybody here who helps with the gems and the nuggets. And we're still going to continue to bring information that's going to help people to stop struggling now way. And with all that says, love and success for the SSN fam. See you all Friday. That's right, Auntie Val. That's how we're going to do it. Wow, exactly. I know. I figured I'd shock a few people because, you know, all these YouTube guys who have thousands of views, we don't. But they might be making money, but more than their membership from YouTube. But fortunately, it's crazy out here. Members pay more than YouTube AdSense pays Stop Struggling Now channel. Crazy. All right. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, oh, wow. Okay, that's what's happening. I just got a message talking about site's been upgraded from YouTube. That's interesting. Good show, boss. Keep on keeping on. That's how we do it around here, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And this example that I'm talking about is you can't give up, ladies and gentlemen. When you have little bumps in the road, that's okay. And also, you don't want anyone else controlling your destiny. This is also why I had to bring this up about members paying more than the YouTube AdSense. Because if it was up to YouTube, clearly persons would be broke. So therefore, you have to have your own stream of income that you control, and then that means you need to get assets. You control your assets. Assets pay us. That's where you want to be at. And then that also gives you that wealth, that gives you your fire, because when you have assets paying you, then you are actually in essence retired, because you don't have to go to work, so to speak, the traditional work for someone else 8 to 10 hours a day. You get to do what you want 8 to 10 hours a day. And usually, like all the entrepreneurs say, you're doing your entrepreneur stuff 8 to 10 hours a day or more. And like Lori Grenier always said, an entrepreneur is someone who trades a 40-hour work week for an 80-hour work week to be an entrepreneur. So anyhow, that's the way she looks at it. And so I just want to say, with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.